Those WhatsApp messages were crazy. What if you want to fight? Is that how to fight? Oh, don't be boring without Laura. Let's be sincere. I don't have a fight. I'm just saying things the way I saw it. Caroline is the worst person to have a fight with. Once she'll just bring up things like they want drama. They want people to talk about it. They want views. Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Ebun A. If this is your first time seeing me here, you're welcome. So today I'm going to talk about the Real Housewives of Lagos. Guys, I got on this train so late. I think it started since like mid-April or so. And then I didn't start watching until like June. I think the 7th or the 8th episode had already come out. So I binge watched everything. And of course at that time it was not feasible for me to start talking about it episode by episode. So I just waited to the season finale, and guys, it was so nice. It was so nice. I think I'll talk about individuals from the show, things to learn. Actually, I'm all about learning life lessons. I really do believe that things don't have to happen to you before you learn from them. And then, just talk about it generally. Of course, we're going to keep it classy. I'll try not to say anything negative about anybody. These things are just my opinion or what I learned from the show. If you have a contrary opinion, please keep it in the comment section. But let's all keep it nice, classy, and sweet. So let's go on. Now, the first thing you have to know is that Real Housewives of Lagos is a franchise. I think Real Housewives have been going on for a very long time. I know there's they have this American one where they're different. I think that's where Nini Leaks is from, and some other people. But I never really watched any of those ones, if I'm being sincere. And then even I think it came to Africa. They did the Durban one, the South African one. I didn't still rewatch it, but you see this one of Lagos, guys. I watched it. Basically, the Real Housewives of Lagos follows like the lives of 6 women. There's Mariam, IYABO, TOYIN, CAROLYN, Laura, and Chioma. So the first thing I want us to keep in consideration is that this thing is really edited. It's a reality TV show, but it's not really reality. Do you understand? I think one time I didn't watch Young, Beautiful, and something. The one Annie Dibia was in, and she came and complained bitterly that they just edited it, cut. They want drama. They want people to talk about it. They want views. And they got it because I'm talking about it. I don't talk about things like this normally on my YouTube channel. By the way, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Check out my content. I'm sure you're going to like it. It's edited. So a lot more happens behind the scenes. And a lot more things happen that they don't show us. Because there's some reactions you see and you're like, where is this one coming from? Not knowing that a lot of things have had to happen behind. So let's talk about them one by one. So now let's talk about Laura. I know, Laura. I think among all the ladies, the only lady I did not know, of course not personally, like from social media, is Mariam. But he said she has a PR agency and all. Of course, I've known Laura as Linda's sister. And then, I think she was one of the first social media influencers in Nigeria. And she really does her stuff. So, coming to the show, we all know Laura from Instagram. Very happy, very bubbly. The first episode, I didn't really understand. I think initially she was just trying to get to know the other ladies, and it came off a bit rude to some of them. Point is that there were times where she was just being really dramatic. Let's be sincere. She was being really dramatic. You guys, like the first meeting, she was all to herself and all. But at the end of the day, I liked what she did, that she apologized. Whether you all think it was a good apology, a sincere apology. By the way, why are we judging each other's apologies if they are real or not? I mean, you don't know. The way I apologize is different from the way you apologize. Because I've seen some threads on Twitter and I'm like, Hafa, she apologized now. And I like the way she kept herself away from all the drama in Dubai. Because I think all the ladies had already been so engrossed with Laura and her wahala, in brackets, her wahala, that they didn't really get to know each other. They didn't really see their real selves. Do you get? So basically, Laura, she gave us a show. Let's be sincere. She gave us a show. I mean, it would have just been all brunch and hello, hi, all small. Oh, don't be boring without Laura. Let's be sincere. Do I like the persona she put up? I really do not want to say. I'm just trying to give an unbiased analysis. But she gave us a show. At least, I think she carried from episode 1 to episode like almost 8 or 9 on her shoulder. Everybody was talking about Laura. She can be so chaotic. She can just change it for everybody. By the way, those text messages, those WhatsApp messages were damn. they were crazy. I feel like, okay, the women coming late, of course, is rude. Why would you keep someone else waiting for 6 hours? You people have your lives apart from the show and all that. But when they came and then the other ladies voiced out their opinions to them, if you actually had a real big problem with it, you should have said it at that time to let everything end. Like, I really believe in let's all settle it, let it end. Do you understand? Now I went back and said in real life, hey guys, do you know what? When it got to that part, I paused it, I read everything and I laughed. It was a lot. It was a lot. But I have something I have an opinion that a lot of people may not agree with. I think she wasn't so comfortable in her skin. By that, I mean, okay, you guys, okay, the whole, that same dinner where she was talking about the way they dressed and all. Or then once in a while, she'd be like, Chioma thinks I'm intimidated by what she wears. But how did what she wears enter? Like, how did we get here? We're talking about people's fight, and then they how she wears. She just comes and then she walks and But remember that it's possible they had some behind the scenes talk we did not know about. Do you understand? And then you know there's this talk, her always being tired. There's this talk about her either being pregnant or not being pregnant. That's her. If she wants to keep it private, I totally understand with her. But so let's give her the benefit of the doubt. Let's say, okay, yeah, maybe she's pregnant, you know, first trimester and the problems. But if she was actually pregnant, or if she is pregnant, did she want to fight with Caroline while being pregnant? I don't understand. Like, and then, oh my god, that part. Guys, I don't know. But the way they were both doing, I'm not really sure Laura really knows how to fight like that. See, I don't believe in violence. I believe we should keep it classy, you know. We should have talks, we are adults. But if you want to fight, is that how to fight? They should remove her wig. What's this? What is this? And Caroline too was doing I don't know, 2 of them. I don't even know. Anyway, their boss season is coming up. If they really want to fight, they should fight. Let's see who will win. And then they should leave them. They beat themselves. So now next, let's talk about Chioma. Chioma is so fashionable. I run a fashion blog on Instagram, so of course I know Chioma. She dresses really nice. That's the simple truth. Do you understand? And I understand that she came with a classy, preppy vibe. You know. We got it. But I think she was behind a lot of things that we did not see. First thing is that she and Caroline were friends initially. So I think one of the reasons why I think she said a lot of things behind to Caroline about Laura, because why would Caroline all of a sudden come and say, no, Chioma said that you are fighting with us because we're, classy and to get more followers. But the truth of the matter is that Laura has more followers than both of them combined together. So I don't think it's because of followers per se. But of course, that conversation went down. And that was one of the things that, of course, upset Caroline, for her to have blurted it out like that in a conversation. And then, Chioma and Laura. I think Laura was really hurt when Chioma said she wasn't her friend, that she was a customer. But I think it just teaches us that you need to really, people that you interact with, you need to really stratify them. Obviously, Laura thought Chioma was her friend. Do you get? And then I think up to episode 6, she kept talking about it. Her fashion show, she said, okay, something friends, but I don't want Chioma to say we're not friends, things like that. I'm like, madam, don't worry, let it go. I think she was really hurt. And I don't really believe they didn't have some kind of interaction, because I think the final episode, Laura said she knows who Chioma is dating. Not knows him, but knows of him. And nobody else on the table, even Caroline was still, so how does she know that? If they've not spoken before? And then, if you guys are just customers, how did Laura get so comfortable to tell you that? Because there's no smoke without fire. Laura must have said something that she prefers drama with Caroline and Chioma. I don't know what it was, but she can't just, except of course. But she must have said something. You don't just go and talk to anybody like that, especially about something as deep as that. I feel like more seasons is going to unfold a lot of more things. But Chioma, really nice. She dresses really well, Yeah, she instigated a lot of fights. And then that queen and preppy vibe, he didn't take it to the end though, because I understand where she was coming from with respect to the fight with Caroline. You know, if Caroline can turn on IYABO just like that, then who is she? It could also happen to her. But I didn't think it was that deep. Like, okay, let it go. I didn't think, because let me be sincere, when I watched the final episode, I was sad. I'm like, why? Like, Kilagbe, what did we carry? What are you throwing? Like, I didn't feel like that kind of thing is what should have caused the fight. I mean, I think they filmed for 3 months. So for 3 months, people have been cool, and then all of a sudden, it gets to the point where you are insulting everybody. You scumbag, you this, you that. That was so funny. That was so funny. But as Caroline has said, they had a conversation in the room. They had already had an argument in the room about it. So obviously there was still some bad blood about it. Because even when she hit Chioma and said, "Oh, you're eating without me," there was this reaction. Do you get? And then, according to Caroline, she spoke to Chioma about her boyfriend, and then she wasn't happy about it. But I know there was some behind the scenes drama we were not privy to. So that's about this. So now let's go to Tiana, the queen of fashion, married to the Lancelot. See, one thing I've learned from Tiana is carry your business on your head. Nobody's gonna hype you the way more than you hype yourself. Because even the premiere, they went, "Oh, hi, introduce yourself. Hi, my name is Tiana. I have 32 businesses under my wing. I'm in 33 at Tiana." I love it. I love every bit of it. See, I think I've even learned from her. Like, talk about it. Hype yourself. Like, and actually, I think with more episodes, she's going to break into the international scene like mad. You know, this Met, because when you see her fashion, it's different. It's unique, to say the least. So I feel like she's going to be more into this Met Gala kind of thing. Do you understand? Because, and I really like her. And I think, oh my God, she's so beautiful. She has such beautiful skin. Like, her natural skin is flawless. It is so nice. And I think she was a good friend to Laura. She kept defending Laura. And I like the fact that she didn't want to go and be doing Street Fighter. I mean, there's a time and a place for everything. And there's an age for everything. Why? Why do you think that as a mature woman like that with children, big children, look at her first baby, big children come and be fighting? I like that she made that known. The only little glitch was she was showing her pieces to Chioma at Laura's fashion show. Yeah, Laura's fashion show was a fashion show. It's her style. You guys should let it go. It's her style. But she didn't need to show her own pieces there. Everybody knows you. Mommy, we know you, respect you. You sabi? You do your thing. But you didn't need to show any other person your piece there. There was no need. There was no need for competition. Trevor, I think that's the name of her son, can work better than Laura's son. Anyway, I felt that was a little, but it's okay. She's nice. She's nice. She's nice. And I like her. Of course, I like everybody well. I don't have a favorite. Let me just say it. I don't have a favorite. I'm just saying things if I saw it. That's it. That's it. So let's talk about IYABO. Now, the truth of the matter is that I think she's older than the other ladies. And she kind of played it cool. Apart from, of course, the part where she and Caroline and inadvertently Chioma had the problem. I think, okay, she tried to do something nice. You know, hi guys, goodbye. And when she said Caroline was looking somehow, and then Caroline said she was insensitive and all that. Of course, we all know that it's possible Caroline was upset about her asking which of the boyfriends got her the bracelets. Actually, when I watched that part, I paused it. I said, But she has come online and said that they ask each other worse things. They said worse things to each other. Maybe it's just because the camera was on. Do you understand? Basically, I don't know. And I felt like she overreacted with the fight. Like, but she said once you carry drama to her, she gives it back to you. So, let's leave it. Let's leave it. So let's talk about Mariam. I think Mariam is just a bubbly, fun-loving person. Of course, she can be a bit plenty sometimes with the cursing and all. But she's cool. I like her. She's cool. She just likes to have fun, be happy. Mariam doesn't look like a person that has problems. Do you understand? She's just happy, doing her thing. Now let's talk about Caroline. Caroline is beautiful. She's been in the news quite a number of times, of course. And so, of course, everybody knows Caroline. I think among all the ladies, only Mariam I did not know. Caroline had problems with everybody on the show at one point or the other. And I wonder why. she may say that, I think she said there's a gang up against her. I don't really understand. But for someone to have problems with everybody, it is well. It is well. So but the truth of the matter is that her fight with Chioma, the truth of, she didn't actually start insulting Chioma. Chioma started insulting her first. But I think she took it a bit too far by talking about Chioma's family. You know, she said the same thing with Laura. She started insulting Laura's family. But we can't really talk about that Laura's family because the cause of their fight, the root cause of their fight is Linda, Laura's sister. So, but with Chioma, she just insulted her back now. Why are you calling her family? Like, yes, Chioma started insulting her first. Yes. But she have insulted Chioma back. No need to bring in her family. For a show, they just met each other. Like, don't bring in my family. You don't know them. Like, leave them alone. But Caroline is the worst person to have a fight with. Once she'll just bring up things like, that's how she said. She talked about Laura. That Laura had to go and start explaining to her husband. Oh my goodness. So basically, that's about the Real Housewives. I think I've talked extensively about each of them. I really had a nice time. You should watch and tell me how you feel. Of course, it's going to be a reunion. I'm not going to do cut and join on that reunion, but I think everybody's going to wake up. It was really interesting. It was really interesting, really. So share your thoughts with me. Remember to subscribe, like, share. Tell me, do you like more content like this? Actually, I don't do things like this usually, but I watched this and it was interesting. Most nights when I'm done watching, I'm like, oh my god, who can I talk to? I really need to relive this moment. Alright guys, remember to like, share and subscribe. Tell me if you want more content like this and I'll do them. Alright, till next time. All my love.